All right, let's start. Okay, so I called everybody. I make up a logo for each one. We're the Vegas Photo Crew, so that's us. We're Vegas Photo Crew. And by the way, when we get there, everybody gets ball caps with that stitched on it. It's a team bonding thing. All right. So the night before the workshop. So this is the night before. This is Monday night. We have a dinner together just to get acquainted, have fun, and I do a briefing for the next day, what equipment to bring, what to do, and all that kind of stuff. So where do we have our night before dinner? Carmine's, baby. Yes, the same Carmine's from West 44th Street in New York. They have an outlet in Las Vegas. So we're having a great Italian food. We're having wine. We're having drinks. We're having a ball. And so this is the first night. It's really important for everybody to kind of get to know each other. Now, some of these people have been on my other workshops, and they look across the table. Hey, how you doing? So they kind of know each other. But so that's our opening night. All right. We have a great dinner, and we go to bed. And I tell everybody, go straight to bed because we're leaving usually at like 5:45 in the morning. We have a dawn shoot every day. Or most every day. All right, here's day one. So day one, it's 5:45. We're in the lobby of the hotel. Coffee is flowing, and we jump in this. So this is typically what we have on my workshops. It's a Mercedes Sprinter van. It holds 15 people, and a driver and a passenger, instructor, passenger, whatever. So this is our baby, and that's how we get around. So first day, what are we doing? We're driving about 35 minutes to go shoot a classic World War II warbird on the ramp at an airport at dawn. So this is us here shooting the warbird. This is kind of a behind-the-scenes shot. And there's Mr. K. You can see him right there. This is when he was not sick. All right, and there's a nice shot of the plane. And then I'll just show you a couple of quick. I did not do great. I'm mostly just helping students. Oh, we got to do portraits of the pilots, right? He's the pilot, and his wife is also a pilot. And they're both commercial pilots as well for airlines. And we did all kinds of different shots. I think I have a video you can see here. Yeah, here's a little video. I go, hey, there's Mr. Kuna. And we also did some with the prop running so we could work on, spin and all that stuff. But here's the crew out on location, and everybody's shooting. And we started in complete pitch darkness, so we were able to move the plane to different locations and do all that kind of stuff. It was quite a morning. All right, when we're done with that, we have all our shots. And I got to tell you, the husband and wife team that have this warbird, and they're just outside of Vegas. I can't think of the name of the town, but right outside of Vegas, 35 minutes from the Strip. They could not have been more helpful, more fun, more into it. They were just wonderfully amazing. All right. Then it's breakfast time. We head back to the hotel. We have breakfast, and then we are in the classroom. So this picture is a little fuzzy. It was taken with Eric's glasses. So Eric has these smart glasses and Paul Kober. So Paul Kober was with Eric and I. He was assisting us on the shoot. He was a huge, huge help, and he was trying out Eric's glasses. So we're in the classroom. What do we do in the classroom? So we come in from our shoot in the morning, right? We have breakfast, then we go in the classroom and we edit our images. We work on our images, we edit them, and then everybody has a USB drive, a different color one that I give them, and they give us their best 3 images from the morning, and we do live in-class critiques, right? So we go through that. Then I do a teaching session, or Eric might do a session on editing Milky Way shots, or whatever depends on what we're doing. We do that all the way up until lunchtime, and then we have a long siesta where we break for 5-6 hours until it's time for sunset. However, sunset was so early. Sunset was 5-something in Vegas, so we had a shorter siesta. But then we do go out and shoot sunset every night, and in this case, we went out to the Nelson Ghost Town. Here's a shot of it. This is the Nelson Ghost Town. It is in the middle of absolute nowhere. We wanted to get pizza for everybody. It was 31 miles to the nearest restaurant. So we brought sandwiches from Capriotti's and drinks out for everybody, a big cooler, and we sat kind of right there where that Texaco sign is. We sat and we all ate under the stars with our headlamps because we wanted to do a night shoot. Now, you can go there in the day, But if you want to be there at sunset or at night, it's closed and it's private. So we rented the whole place so that we could be there up until 9, 10 o'clock at night. So the whole place was ours. There was nobody else there. There was nobody else allowed there. It was closed off to everybody but our group. And you can see real sky, not a sky replacement. The skies were incredible. And they have so many interesting things to shoot there. Look at this. It looks like fire coming up on the other side as the sun sets. And there's this old gas truck. All right, now. So we wanted to go there because there's lots to shoot for photographers, but what we really wanted to do was light painting, but not where you take a flashlight and you light that all. We did a tiny bit of that, but see all those little lights? So Eric owns a bunch of wireless lights, and they change color, and you can put them wherever you want. You can take them off the stands. They're magnetic. You can attach them to stuff. So we wanted to light this old gas station on the property, put a couple of lights in the car, put that big light you see, the rapid box over on the left, put that to where it's beaming through the back window, and we'll put a blue on the inside of the garage, and we'll put a red on the other side. And here's what it looks like at night when we get it all set up. Very, very different look. Very different look. Here's another look. And what's that on the right side? Yep, this is an iPhone shot. You can see the skies. You can see the whole 9 yards. And that's just right out of my iPhone. Yep, it's an iPhone shot. All right, and then we went over to another area. There's an old church, and there's that other side of the motel sign. We lit it with blue. We lit it with different colors. We lit them both with different colors. And while we were there, we did a Milky Way shot. So we did a lot of that stuff. We were there till late at night. We didn't get back till after 10 o'clock. But that was the one night everybody knew they're going to be up late because we wanted to do the stars in the Milky Way. All right, day two. Day two, we have a sunrise shoot and at a racetrack. We rented a racetrack. So this is private access. We are going to have things like this Ferrari, racing Lamborghinis. We have the whole place absolutely to ourselves. We have a professional driver, a female driver. She was awesome. We have the whole place. We can go where the public's not allowed to go. We can choose which cards we want to shoot. It was just a beautiful, beautiful. This is a Lamborghini. Look at this thing. And now you can go out to this racetrack and you can go for $500. You can go 4 laps in here. But we had a driver driving for us so we could practice our panning. Because remember, one of the things that we're supposed to do on my workshops, we put the work in workshop, Eric and I always say, is to challenge you and try different things you haven't tried before, like shooting an airplane at dawn or shooting race cars. Now, we set up and did static shots like you see here. Oh, by the way, what? iPhone shot, boom. Here we are out shooting, to give you an idea. This is that Lamborghini, which got a matte finish, which we thought looked really great in pictures. We tested it out because Eric and I visit every location we're going to before we're there to find out where's the best shooting spot, where's the best light going to be, and we set everybody up to where they're going to have a great experience and get great shots. And then now it's up to, composition and settings and focal length and all that stuff. But that gives you a pretty good idea of us out there shooting. You can see everyone's kind of spread out doing their own thing and getting low. That was the thing. You got to get low. That's a video from Paul Kober, who was assisting us, as I mentioned. All right, and then here's another shot. It's getting a little bit later. And then the light changes, right? But there's other cars to shoot there as well. It's just, now, the other thing we did was we had her drive by, slow at first, like 40 miles an hour, just come by and let us practicing doing panning with a slow shutter speed so you get wheel spin, so there's some blur in the wheels. So we did a lot of that stuff, shooting right into the sun so you get these lens flares and stuff. We also got to do, that's right, portraits of the driver. And by the way, I'm on the walkie-talkie with her, right? So I can tell her, okay, come back this way, do this. And then finally I tell her, all right, it's time to haul ASS. I said the word, though. And she comes zipping by at 170 miles an hour. But we got to warm up at 40 miles an hour. And then here we are out there shooting when she came back from the stuff. And here's a little video here. I think you can see us doing the portraits of her with the car in the background. And it's a little cold, by the way. It's like, I'm going to say 45 degrees, 44 degrees, a little chilly. All right, what do we do after this shoot? We go back to breakfast, and then we're back in the classroom. So we're in the classroom till about 1. We go grab some lunch. About 4:30, we're back into the thing, and we're going to do sunset at the dry lake bed. So on the way, we stopped and did this. We shot this thing. It's called the Seven Magic Mountains. We were literally going to drive by it. We had gone and scoped it and found a good location to shoot it. So we pull the bus over. We get the shot. Literally, it's just on the way to our real shot, but it was still kind of fun to get it because these are giant. Look at the people and the scale of these things. This is an art installation. All right. So what is a dry lake bed? It's this. It used to be a lake, and now it's cracked earth. So it's dry, cracked earth. So we hired a model. We got a phenomenal model. Where do you find phenomenal models? You call Joe McNally and you say, Joe, I need a phenomenal model. He's like, Scott, I got the best model. You're going to love her. She's fantastic. And then we bought a dress with like a 30-foot train on it so we can throw the dress in the air, and had to get it from India. It came in time. We get out there, and I chose a color that would look good with the desert. So here we are, and there's Paul Kober over on the left. He's looking tired because it's been a long day, and we're using a very powerful LCD light. So it's continuous light, so everybody can shoot at one time. It's no flash trigger needed. Nice big softbox, and there's our model Jolie. All right, here's what it looks like when we're out there, and I'm kind of telling everybody, here's how we're going to do it. These are the settings we're going to use. Paul's trying to keep her warm. It's cold out there. It's cold. Doesn't look like it's cold, but look at everybody's jackets. It's pretty chilly out there. All right, and then we have to get Paul the tossing the dress technique. We have a million photos of Paul because he has to throw it and then get out of the shot pretty much, right? And he really got it. He got it, nailed it. He's also very tall. He's like 6'5", and that helps. All right, look at this. Here's another one of the shots. So we're waiting for the sun to go down. This is close. You can see the lighting now. But look at that plume of smoke behind it. Did you bring a smoke machine? Yes, we did. I'll show you in just a second. Here's more of the smoke. You can see it. And then this is Paul. Oh, yeah, look at this one. This is me just going really quickly through. Here, let me show you. It's a frame by frame of what it looks like. I don't have a video because that would be too easy. Here's Paul throwing it again. I love his facial expressions when he throws them. He always looks stunned. All right, now we're setting up. We're shooting in this one direction, and now this is what we've been waiting for. This is the sky we've been waiting for to do our shoots. And then, we start. I haven't edited these. These are just, I didn't have time. But you get the idea. They're still pretty good at coming out of camera. This one is, I think, an iPhone shot. How do we make the smoke? With our smoke machine. Here's our smoke machine. It's a Nissan Armada. And Eric Kuna would get in it, and he would drive. And Eric's like this. He's not just driving straight. He's trying to kick up as much dust as possible behind the model. So he would go around and go all the way around, and he's slipping and sliding through the desert, and smoke is coming up, and it looks great. It comes out, And here's another behind-the-scenes shot. You can see Paul, and we had, and Jolie was just a wonderful person. She's a total class act, super nice, and she's been in a number of Cirque du Soleil shows. She's an actress. She's been on major television shows like Ms. Maisel for 2 seasons. And anyway, she was wonderful. And we got a bunch of great shots, but that's to kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at. And of course, in post, you would remove Paul, or maybe you'd make it all about Paul. You'd remove Jolie. It's hard to say. All right, day 3. We have a private dawn shoot at the Neon Boneyard. So in Las Vegas, when a hotel, closes down or whatever, they give their neon sign to this museum, which is downtown. Now, the museum, with help sometimes of the hotel, will restore the light. They're not all restored, but a lot of them are restored and lit. And look at this. Personal photos are encouraged on cell phones and tablets. All other cameras, no DSLRs, no mirrorless, no nothing, no tripods, no lights. So we rented it. If you rent it for a private shoot, then you can do those things. You can have tripods. You can have high-end cameras, the whole 9 yards. We all had to sign liability waivers and all that kind of stuff. But we got there at dawn. We had Courtney was our she's in charge of photography for that place. Wonderful. She could not have been more gracious or awesome. And we got in there to shoot before dawn. So we're all in place. We're getting set up. We're doing stuff. We're having fun. We're shooting all these signs. It was great. And here's a little behind the scenes shot. Right now, we're all shooting what? The sky. We're doing sky replacement skies. So that sky is the real sky that happened that morning. What a great sky, huh? So I'm like, people, are we not shooting this? I walk around the corner and there's everybody shooting the sky. I'm like, I've never been prouder. All right, you ready for a group shot? We set up and staged a group shot there. Here we go. Take a look. And that's taken on an iPhone. But you'll notice the groupings. So I grouped everybody kind of like Annie Leibovitz would do, but she's really much better than me. So anyway, I did what I could, but I think it makes a nice group shot. All right, we left there, and now the sun's up, and we went to this building. I think it's called the Cleveland Clinic. That was designed by my favorite architect, Frank Gehry. He designed the building, and he's a phenomenal. He makes buildings that look like this. Right, so we got out and were able to shoot this marvel of a building, which is just incredible. And it's like it's made for photographers. The way it captures the light and holds the light. We had that great sky that you saw earlier, but of course now the sun's up, and you're able to shoot all this crazy stuff. It was just so much fun. We were only there for probably 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes at best, and then we're back to the classroom. Back editing, doing our images, learning about and by the way, while people are editing their images, Eric and I are on call. So we walk around, if someone says, how do you do this or how do you do that? Well, that's what we're there for, right? All right, now, what do we do that night? At night, ready? We rented helicopters. That's right, we rented helicopters to fly down the strip at night. And I got everybody these things that attach to the end of your lens. It's theirs to keep. You screw it on, and it lets you attach it to the window so there's no reflections whatsoever, right? So here's a shot that Eric took inside the helicopter, and you think, well, would you be able to get good shots in there? Here's one from in there. Yeah, it's like you're flying a drone, but higher than your drone would go. Anyway, so we did that for a few hours. We actually were delayed because both Donald Trump's plane and Kamala Harris's plane were both in Vegas, both at the same time. They closed the airspace. We couldn't go. So we were delayed about an hour before we could do it. But everybody got great shots, as you'll see. Hey, let me make this point here. The shots that you're seeing are my stupid shots because I'm not really there to shoot. Like, I'll go take a picture so I can walk around to the group and say, here's kind of what I was talking about. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to show them either on my phone or on the back of my camera, here's what how I'm envisioning this shot. Because sometimes I'll tell them, hey, let's do this. Now, everybody shoots their own stuff too, but that's my job, is to teach this, right? And I just did a book on composition, so I'm trying to show people, consider this, or what about this, right? So wait till you see I'm going to show you their actual shots in a minute. I'm going to show you their shots, and you're going to go, they shot way better than you did, Scott. They did. Wait till you see the student shots. They're crazy. Day 4 is the last day of the workshop. We get up in the morning, and what are we doing? We're going to the 41st floor of the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. Why the Cosmopolitan? Why the 41st floor? Because it has an outdoor, if you buy a suite, you can ask for a specific room. It has an outdoor balcony that has an incredible view of the Las Vegas Strip. Just an incredible view there as the sun. We have to be there at sunrise to get this sky and to get this look. You have to be there at sunrise. And so here's a little bit of the room here. You can see a beautiful room, beautiful, beautiful hotel. I love the Cosmopolitan. Anyway, but you can see out the door, we're out there shooting, and it's pitch dark at night, and we're all getting ready, and we're going out in groups of 4 or 5, right? Now, we left there, and I said, guys, we all pile in the van. I said, are you ready for the most cliche thing that you'll ever do in Las Vegas? We're going to the Las Vegas sign, the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Oh, but there's more. You know what's meeting us out there? A real Vegas showgirl. That's right, a real Vegas showgirl in the full outfit, the full costume. So we're heading out there. It's our last thing. Let's do something crazy Vegas-y, and we did. And so we went out there and shot our fabulous showgirl. She was wonderful, and we had a great time. Her name was Kristen. And she was great. Nope, it was Christina. Was it Kristen? Kristen or Christina? It begins with a K. And we even did a group shot out there. All right, then we go back to the classroom. We're doing edits. We award the best photographer of the week with a special, award. and it's wonderful. We have a great time, and then we have a farewell luncheon. So the luncheon's on me, like the opening dinner's on me. The farewell lunch is on me, and it's basically we're all just talk about the week and laughing. We're all friends now. Everybody knows everybody, and we picked a great restaurant. It's a classic old Vegas restaurant. The Bootlegger has been there forever, and believe it or not, it was walking distance from our hotel. How lucky did we get? A great Italian restaurant, just wonderful food and wonderful service, and just a really great place and a neat place to end our workshop. Now, want to thank Eric, the real Rocket Man Kuna, and Paul Babybird Kober, who provided additional behind the scenes shots from the ones I get. Now, we got to take a break in just a minute, but before we go to break, I just want to show one thing, and then we'll go to break. I know we're over time because the word break time keeps getting larger and larger on my screen over here. It's like 300 point now, but I'm on a roll. I can't stop now. All right, so here's the thing. One of the things that I tell the students on day one is I give them an assignment. It's a magazine assignment. And since we're usually shooting travel photography, I go, look, we're going to get all the hero shots, right? We're going to get the racetrack and the Nelson and all that. I don't tell them that up front, but I tell them we're going to cool shoots. But there's more to the travel photography. There's the food and there's all these other things. So I tell them we're going to shoot, and then at the end of the week, I'm going to put your photos into magazine layouts. So I made these Photoshop templates, and these aren't ones I bought. These are ones that I made and created from scratch in Photoshop. And then I take the photos that they turn in on Thursday night and on Friday morning, and I put them into these. And each person gets their own group. Now, I pared these down. They get about 11 spreads, I think is what they get. I pared some of them down here so you're not seeing duplicates and stuff. But I want to show you the students' shots in the magazine assignments. Now you're going to see the good shots because they did phenomenally well. All right, let's take a look at the magazine assignments, all right? First person up is Bill. And I make a cover shot. Look at that. Look at that Ferrari. And then spreads. Look at that. There's one of the portraits. Look at that. There's from that window, and of course you've got so here's some from Dan, all right? Nice cover shot. Great Ferrari. Aha, an oasis in the desert. Nice smoke machine. Look at this plane shot. This was voted by the students as shot of the week. Congratulations, Dan. Then we got some helicopter shots. And just lots of cool. Look at this. This is from the balcony when we first got there before the sunrise. Look at that. Great job. These are from David. David's got one of my favorite shots. I'll show you which one it is. All right, that's really nice. Great cover shot. Look at this one. This one really got me. I was like, I never thought to shoot it wide. Look at that. I think that's a really, really great shot. There's another Ferrari. Some shots at dawn. It's got the Milky Way. A little bit of everything. There's another really nice shot. And good portrait there. All right. Well done. All right, Denny. Here's Denny. Denny did really well. Look at that. Look at that portrait. Look at that smile. Very photogenic pilot right there. And I love this one. She's very somber and, very peaceful looking shot. And then there we are inside the neon boneyard and out at the stuff. But look at this nice shot. Everybody got great shots from there. Diane, here's Diane. Completely different shots. That's what I find interesting is we're all shooting in the same place and people are getting very, very different shots. Look at that one. That's nice. Love that one. That's her pose there. That's one of the best poses for sure. And there's one of the shots I was talking about, the waiter bringing the food to the table and that kind of stuff. And then other shots that talk about we didn't go to there. She went there on her own because you're supposed to do that during the workshop. In that time that you have off, you're also supposed to go out and get other shots using the things that we talked about. And look at these. Very, very different. All right, JP. Let's look at JP stuff. JP somehow managed, because you're forbidden to take pictures in a casino, and they allowed him to do it. You'll see in a minute. Look at that one. Nice. Great smoke behind her. I love this down low Look at that shot. That's really great. That's nice. Look at these. How do you get these in a Vegas casino? I don't know, but they let him. This is that Frank Gehry building, which I think is just an amazing thing. And a couple of our showgirl. All righty. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. All right. Here's Kent. And nice cover shot. Ooh, nice Ferrari. Nice wheel spin. Great portrait with a light on this. And this was a neon sign. He turned it to black and white and inverted it. And look how cool that came out. Oh, nice light. Ooh. And that's a very nice shot of the plane. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, he was firing on all cylinders. All right, here's Russ. Ooh, perfect cover shot. This I loved because you can actually see a lot of the building here. That's a really good one to give you some context of where the building is. Some nice shots from both places. I love this one. That's really good. Whoops, I skipped one. Hold on. There we go. That's a great, great shot there. He did really good. They all did great. Here's Sherry. Sherry did great. Look at that one. Come on. Everybody getting down low made a difference. Here she is. That's got to be on a platypod. Look how low that is. Look at this. This is out at Nelson. It's a crashed plane on the side of a hill and a real sky. No sky replacement. The skies were incredible. I love this. She really did great, right? That's in the neon boneyard on the right. And then on the left, of course, the driver. She was wonderful. And this is where we stopped. And hers is terrific, way better than mine. Steven did great. Look at this cover shot. All right, great plane. I love this one. I love the balance in this one. The balance is so good. And look at this one. Real sky and a really cool looking bus. I just wish it said nervous mother driving at the front. Really nice portrait of one of our pilots. That's phenomenal. These are so much better than mine. I know that's what you're thinking, but that's my job, is to get them to get great shots, not for me to get great shots. All right, here we go. Who is this, Susan? Right, Susan. All right, Susan did really good. Look at that. Come on. Nice shot of the Ferrari. Some of that neon. Look at this gas truck. It's not on fire, but it looks like it. Look at this black and white of the plane. I thought that was really, really good. And the Sahara sign. Nicely lit. This is just all good. And look at the close-up of the shoes. Who thought to do it? Nobody but Susan. Well done. And look at that night shot from the helicopter. All right, there you go. And Teresa, look at that. Look at that shot, cover shot. Wonderful pose. I love this one. This one just, this is what we went out there for. I'm really enamored with that shot. How about this one? I mean, we're all right there, and we're taking different shots, and I love that. This is one of those ones where she was turning the barrel as she shoots. Very creative. She's a very creative photographer. Really, really good. And there's some helicopter shots, and that's the end. Come on. Did they kill it? They killed it. They absolutely, I'm so proud of them. We had such a wonderful experience. It was the greatest group of people. Eric Kuna worked his butt off so much that he got sick. But thanks to Eric and Paul, who gave me a lot of behind-the-scenes shots. And thank you for letting me tell the story. For those of you who've always wondered, what are those workshops like? There it is. Hey, Stu. Stu has been to one of my workshops. He said, we put the work in workshops is an understatement. It's not just opportunity, it's learning and applying what you learned. Well, thank you very much, Stu. You're welcome back to anyone you want to go to. All right, so, what's coming up next for workshops? Next year, we're looking at Dubai. 4 days in Dubai. We're also looking at Venice and the Dolomites, or the Dolomites. So start in Venice, have the dinner there, have a dawn shoot, get in the bus, and drive to the Dolomites are basically the Swiss Alps, but they're in the Italy part. Anyway, we have some shout outs and stuff, and then Rami's joining us in this next segment. We're doing travel and landscape Q&A live, so stick around. We'll be right back.